Cushman. What's up, Doc? Wow, that sounded really bad. What? They're watching football. There's football. And there was some football. What else can we do? I can't see my mic. Share screen. Backtrack for guitar. You got it. Wait, what's the first one there? Southern rock backing track in D. Is that D major? Ah, I see a A minor. Ah, I see the funk. I don't know. I thought Cushman would have. Oh, because you're giving me shit more than anybody else, so you're number one. I think it's how many times you comment when it first goes live. So Steve is not going to. I guess I could. Hey, it's Quentin James. How's it going? I'm live tonight. Jimmy Kimmel is apparently live tomorrow. I don't know, man. Steve, we were going to go live, but he said his sister called him his mom's back at the ER. So I think like a few days ago, she had to go to the ER. She's got like a heart valve issue. So, you know how Canada is. You just go to the hospital. So he's probably stuck in the hospital. Steve's back in the hospital, Karen, with his mom. So we'll do a backing track because you don't want to talk to me, probably. Go watch my keyboard. You want to come on, Ryan? Come on out. We'll do Night Groove. It's an A minor. I know that key. Hold on. Alright, that's enough of the backing track thing. And I do want to take just 2 minutes to say, oh, dear. I know you're all like, really, Quentin? Dude, they're spectacular. God. Your avatar's giving me chest pains, bruh. Touchdown, somebody. Lions. Yeah, Steve's mother has a heart valve issue, so she went in like a week ago, and they're like, everything's okay. She's like fucking 80, right? So for an 80-year-old. And those are highly motorboatable. Is motorboatable a word? It is now, I just made it up. Motorboatable. Motorboatable. So yeah, apparently she's back in the ER. I don't know. They were talking about doing like some type of laparoscopic surgery. I don't know how they do that. Other than, you know, running her over a fucking table saw to cut your chest open. I do go in on the 1st of October to get the other part of my throat slit. But at least I know what to expect. Hopefully it'll be pretty much the same as the other time, except he said I may not have to have the... Remember I had the hose sticking out of my neck? The drain? So my first night sleeping with that in, I fucking ripped half the tape off. But look, dude, you don't even really... Well, you kind of see a scar, but not, they just put some, like, some Elmer's glue and send you home. And nobody has to see my penis. I know, right? There's a pinned comment if you want to come on and come on and play guitar. Apparently Reggie and Todd are talking about the football game. Still in the background. Sorry. It's funny, we get I think I know what you got, Zach. I think you were talking about it. Bum's a word, though. Steve and I got paid for our AdSense and our Super Chats. We get paid on the 21st at midnight, whatever. He gets more money than me because he's in Canada. If y'all ever wanted to know, this Guitar Talk universe used to be Quentin James, right? But since I had like 2,500 subs anyway, I just you can change the name of your channel like anytime you want, right? So when I got with Steve, I'm like, dude, let's just, you know, we'd be instantly monetized. You know, it's just about us change the name of the fucking channel to Guitar Talk. We were going to do Guitar Talk, but somebody else has Guitar Talk. Go figure. So Guitar Talk Universe. And yes, we split everything 50-50 right down the middle. Like he has as much control over the channel as I do. I have a separate bank account that I use for whenever I buy shit off the internet, right? Like Amazon or Sweetwater, anything. Which I try to keep like $20 in there, right? So he has access to that bank account too. Just, I'm like, dude, I don't ever want there to be a question of money, any argument over money, ever. So I don't know what other people do with, yeah, Fender Toastmaster. I don't know what other people do with their channel and the other people that are on the channel all the time, how they split stuff. Steve and I split stuff 50-50. I'm not even going to say anything. It's going to be nice because I don't want to get hit in the face with the McDonald's tray. Jimmy Viter, what's up, bro? Steve's not going to be on. His mom is in the ER again. Reggie and Todd are saying hello. Come on, Jimmy. I promise not to do any Lydian. We'll do the funk track. I mean, this will probably get flagged anyway, because these are, I don't know. Alright, that's enough funk. It's not even halfway over yet. That's a lot of funk. Have I ever played an EVH Wolfgang? I do not care for the EVH Wolfgang. There, I said it. Alright, you happy? We were a Peavey dealer when Ed signed with Peavey, and we got the first Peavey Wolfgangs in. I didn't like the body shape. A Strat just, even though I had a Les Paul Custom for decades. Run, Forrest, run! Gonna make it? He's not gonna make it. Nope. 10-yard left. I just didn't like the body shape. Strats fit on me so much better. The necks were fine. Not like I went, oh my God, these are the best playing guitars in the world. Yeah, they did nothing for me at all. I would like to have a Bumblebee. One of our local stores had the Frankenstrat, the Mexican version, the red-black stripe one. First I picked it up and it weighed about, I swear to God, must have weighed 5 pounds. I'm like, whoa. Okay. The neck was horrible. You ever go to like Home Depot and they got 2x4s, which are a lot longer than this, but like the rough sawn end of it, this end of it, that's what that neck felt like. The back of the neck. Hated it. Was, as soon as I picked it up, I just kind of went and just set it back down and went, wow. You know, $1,100 or whatever. I get to play one of Ed's Wolfgangs. I went to it was called Peavey School. Go down to Meridian, Mississippi for a week, and you are immersed in all things Peavey. And one of his guitars was in for something, I don't know what. And looked at it, took it out of the case. Fretboard is all gungy. It had Ed's DNA on it. Did not transfer to me at all. And it was like, yeah, it's just another guitars. Yeah, Stratocaster Les Paul. It's kind of like they did it right back in the 50s, didn't they? I mean, you got stuff like, hell, even this, or, you know, Super Strat, Tom Anderson or something. I don't know how many Green Day songs we did back in the day. You picked up one like this? Yeah? This has the smallest, like around this way, the smallest neck I've ever played. But the frets are just fucking huge. Yeah. Great, yeah. Right out of the box, man. You know. This one was obviously hanging on the wall because it got damaged. That's why I got it. Got it from a Guitar Center in Alabama or something for $300 or something fucking ridiculous. Except when they shipped it to me, I told the guy, make sure you ship the bar and the wrenches. Yeah. So luckily when I got it, and it did not have the bar nor the wrenches wasn't a big deal. I have wrenches, but it's a pop-in bar with a little Allen screw in the back for, because I don't like the bar just flopping around, right? I like it to kind of stay where I put it. And there is absolutely no, like sometimes the pop-in bars, you'll hear and feel just a little bit of a rattle if it's not really tight in there. Don't have that issue with this one. I did have the issue with the nut, the two screws that hold the nut down to the neck. One of them is a different size, so if I pull up on the bar, it makes this clanking noise, but it stays in tune. That whole step makes all the difference in the world. Yeah, you got an issue with being a lefty. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. Sammy wrote some great shit. Sammy. Oh, I don't want that. I forgot how to change the presets, I think. There we go. Let's move that down half step. Scotty Heartbreaker. Randy gave me these single pole pickups too. They're great. Love them. get to. How's that go again? We should do a medley Zeppelin. I think that's how we. And into. And then. Done that for a long time. Man, my first guitar lesson. First time I picked up a guitar, right? My guitar teacher was a monster player. I mean, the first song, he's like, what do you want to learn? I like rock guitar, blah, blah, blah. And the first song he tried to teach me was Stairway to Heaven. All right, no CNC. All right. The first time you pick up a guitar, you do not want to have to go. And then a buddy of mine taught me this. I'm like, and I picked that up right away and just thought to myself, I am a rock god. My teacher even wrote down, whatever form, chords, those first 3 chords of Stairway to Heaven. I thought, dude, if this is how guitar is, I'm never going to learn how to play guitar. And then I think he caught onto that real quick and then showed me power chords and your cowboy chords and Actually, that was the second song. Not a good teacher. Looking back, because I taught guitar for years, not a good teacher. Great. I could just sit there and watch him play. Like, here's your $7.50 a half hour. What it was back in 1939. I could just sit there watching him play. I was mesmerized. This isn't terrible. It's the MX5, right? I'm trying. I even called the preset SRV. It's just not fucking. It's like the notes have no definition or. I mean, they sustain. There's just no. It's fucking digital. Yeah, and I never use a compressor. It's just this digital. It's trying to get that glassy sound. Because you're trying to get that sloppy, this thing. It's just fucking dies. That digital death. That's why I just fucking hate that thing, man. My tone sucks. It's terrible, man. Just give me some heavy shit. I don't even like that. That's way too much delay. Hold on. Fuck. Up to 25. What is that? Iridium. Is that like the whole tone, or I think Jimmy Biter's got one, doesn't he? Fucking Randy Price and his damn hot one, whatever. He sold all that Synergy shit and went, I fucking love this thing. All the Strymon. I've still got my Digitech RP360 XP up there. I think if this thing had software, instead of having to do it on the touchscreen, and a more usable interface, like the software for the Digitech saved that thing for me. Once I got the software, to program it was so easy. I wound up using like a 5150 head and cabinet. No tube screamer before the front. I mean, it's all digital anyway, but I kind of like that thing, man. This thing is not user friendly. Now they came out with the MX5 Mark II Plus C, I don't know, something. And it has software, the editor software. I'm like, fuck. Still got your RP90, the 500. I had the, because some of the Digitech stuff wasn't bad, and I was looking for something. And I got the RP350 off of Craigslist or something. Hated it. And then that RP came out, and I saw some videos on it and went, of course, videos on YouTube. Now, who knows? It's like, hey, that actually sounds pretty good. And then they posted the editor part, and I'm like, oh. Because when I first got it, I reset it to factory presets, which always suck. But I don't think I was 3 minutes into it, and I was all ready to put it back on Craigslist. Oh, we're back to talking about the RP360 XP. And how much I don't like my tone. Oh, I didn't see that guy come in. You wearing pants? I never liked any of that stuff. I never liked the Legends or the 2112. What I did like was the Zoom 9050. David Gilmour used 9030. But my favorite was the ADA MP1 with Rocktron and Teleflex. Steve said he was working on some, I don't know, Charvel MK24 or something. The guy took out the Seymour Duncans that, I think it's a JB and a Jazz, or JB and, I don't know. And he put two Invaders in it. And he had like this store credit at Long and McQuaid, so he took it up there for them to wire it. Steve said the 5-way, the number 1 is all the way in the back. He said that was bridge pickup. The number 2 was like both pickups. Number 3 and number 4 were the neck only, and number 5 was the inside coil neck only. I mean, it's like, what? Oh, the Transvex Pro, I remember those. Nice glasses. I've got a Studio Pro 112 that's it needs cleaning really bad and gone through, but I just need something to make sounds. I think most people want to chat instead of hearing me play guitar, but thank you. I'll go play guitar. Not the funk thing. We just did the funk. Rock Pop. What is this? The green telly. Rock Pop back backing track. B minor. Shut up. Like that one. I'm not gonna fucking play in D major. What is this? Dorian Latin backing track in A minor. Play with A minor pentatonic in A Dorian mode. Shut up. All right, that's enough of that. I switched over to, they got dots on screen if you want to play in, hold on here. The dots help me because there's dots like all over everywhere, and I'm like, oh fuck, I can see that. And then the red dots are all the A notes, and they got the flatted 14th and whatever all that other shit is. Flatted 9th. I have never heard of Jen Turner, and I've barely heard of Natalie Merchant. I have seen your buttocks. That's what I have seen. Yes, I have. You know, I always bitch about playing when Steve wants to play in a major key. And when I'm warming up, I noodle in a 3-note per string major scale. Like in G. That's all 3-note per string major scale. That's how I warm up. But it's a 1-2-4 pattern that I do instead of the Paul Gilbert 1-3-4, which I cannot do. So if you play in G major, I'd be all over that. But then he wants to call up, there's Dog Paw. Ah, shit. Ah, there's Christopher. We were trying to play a little bit of A Dorian with some pentatonic because it sounds like Carlos Santana, and yeah. I guess we can keep doing that for a minute. Dog Paw's here. We got slow and intense whiskey blues backing track in C minor. Yeah, I don't think so. Rock backing track A minor. I think I heard that one and didn't like it. Oh, let's go with the heartbroken epic rock ballad in E minor. Oh, do they have some dots to follow? Nah. That's not working at all, is it? This is stupid. Yeah, what else? Creamy blues. Yeah. Rock guitar back and track A minor, 128 beats per minute. Those drums just sound terrible. Hold on, damn it. Fucking interrupted here every time I'm just trying to play guitar. Just trying to play guitar on the... Hello? R2R3 locking nut. What's up, bruh? He's not really calling, like my phone's not on. That is. I act like he's calling. Because he clicks on the wrong stream and. It just never gets old. I'm sorry. It just never gets, like my keyboard changing colors. It just never gets old. And my wall. Don't make me pull out the toilet paper. God damn, I'm good. I think I ruptured my pancreas there. I was all widdlying and some of that. And you know, don't tempt me, dude. I got a whammy setting in here. I could hook up my RP360 XP and have a yah-yah pedal. I think I won't do it. Are y'all talking about the ganja? Dude, I haven't smoked the ganja since I was 18. I think I told y'all this the last time I smoked it. I was by myself. Just took 3 or 4 hits off a doobie. Because back then we called them a doobie. And after about 10, 15 minutes, I just knew. I knew for a fact that I was going to forget how to breathe. I spent the next hour and a half walking up and down my driveway trying to convince myself, look, dude, you can't forget how to breathe. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure I'm about to forget how to. It's an involuntary. You can't forget it. It's like your heart. You can't stop. You can't. That was the last time I smoked the ganja. And I quit drinking actually before I turned 21 because my 21st birthday I was a bartender. I thought it was really ironic. I'd already quit drinking before I turned. Dude, nowadays they got that shit. You don't even have to smoke it. You just look at it, and then you go sit in a corner and like lick a window. We had Mexican and Colombian, like Colombian gold, which was like the color of the operation box. That was some shit, man. That shit it would make you do 2 things. Laugh and eat nacho cheese Doritos. I'm just saying. Okay, I don't want that thing on the screen. I think that's what I did. Alright, kids. Everybody cross your fingers for Steve's mom back in the hospital. Hopefully she's going to be okay. Right, dude? I'll stick with my pharmaceutical grade painkillers. Okay, I think I'm going to go make me a sandwich. And, hey, it's good, Jay. See you later. I think, was it Dar? Where'd it go? I don't. Thanks for the 5 beans. Alright, kids, y'all stay out of trouble. I'm gonna go watch the rest of the football game. How much time's left? Oh, 1:42. So. Alright, everybody go watch Jimmy Kimmel tomorrow. Interested to see what his opening monologues are going to be. Probably not one word about the Donald or politics.